Banter fam, happy Tuesday to you all. Today I'm bringing you a record time show, just the basic updates of what we need to see for today. I spoke about the pullback on Bitcoin. I said it's very likely at any point we can push down to the 106,000. I am now expecting a bounce at any point, so I want to make sure that we are ready for the bounce and obviously ready for a couple of key altcoin entries. We're getting a lot of hype around Solana at the moment. ETH BTC is looking nice and reset for ETH to have another rally to the upside. These are two big tokens that I want to speak about, and there is a couple other alts that are showing strength. Algorand showing strength today. XRP showed good strength yesterday, and I want to make sure that we are loaded for this. So guys, quick updates to make sure that everyone is ready for the pop. Again, now we just stay fishing. We keep involved in the markets. When the market pops, it's going to be fun, and the rest of the world are going to try fight for entries. So no more wasting time. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
Bad fam, like it up. You ain't quitting. Let's go. Okay, let's jump straight into the content. So I spoke about yesterday, we should finish a candle red on Bitcoin on the daily. And I spoke about today being a day that I think this candle is going to turn green, right? So between today, maybe tomorrow, I'll speak about the two scenarios, but I am seeing a engulfing green candle coming pretty soon. And the candle will be strong and actually start engulfing this little bit of redness that we are seeing. Please just remember that we are seeing a very, very, very strong higher high at this point, and now we are fishing for a higher low, and we know that there is up to $30 billion of liquidation setting up in this area over here. So price is going to want to go here soon. Okay, now we pay attention to the higher low, these areas. There's supports everywhere. There's supports over here. There's supports over here too. Right, anywhere in these zones over here, strong bounce zones, and that's what I want to speak about right now. Okay, the next thing as well is dominance is definitely playing a bit of favor with altcoins at this point. We have now dropped down. There is a short-term trend here that we are retesting, and I am seeing the dominance possibly break this big trend over here on the next push to the upside, which means we are starting to see some strength come to the altcoins. Okay, so let's go through it. Here is the play today when it comes to Bitcoin. This is where I see us having a strong bounce. Okay, I have made the zone a tiny bit bigger. Reason being is we have this trend over here that we broke out. Okay, and we might actually end up coming to test the bottom of the trend. Therefore, my bounce zones now on Bitcoin are basically the late 106,000s, okay, to the early 105,000. So not much further, and I see the market bouncing pretty hard. Again, what I then see is a strong engulfing push, a slowdown, and then a break up to the squeeze at any point over there. That is the play that I'm playing at now. Another way to keep it nice and conservative as well is track this down with a trend line. Okay, and if it's in the green box, starts to break trend, that is the trigger over there as well. Your trend line must consist of at least 3 to 4 touches to be a strong one. Okay, if you have a 2-touch trend, it ain't that strong. 3 to 4 touches, strong trend, and we get going. But at any point now, we are in support now. Bounce is incoming. When it comes again to the Bitcoin dominance, just want to zoom out here and just show you guys on the shorter time frame over here, we are seeing a resistance test. So we have made lower lows now. We're coming into resistance. So it's very likely when altcoins bounce now, you're going to see a strong altcoin bounce. When it comes to total 3, altcoins in general, they are hovering in support. A lot of support in these zones. We should expect at any point a nice strong bounce within the alts. Again, the bounce is going to be pretty strong. The first bounce is to get us back to the tops. And the second one is a short squeeze that we are looking for up to 30 to 40%. This is the zones that I'm very much paying attention to. You guys know I've been building up my positions. I'm building up a Solana position as we speak, and I'm building up a ETH position. I've officially just added right now, okay, to these positions. Okay, so I'm still sitting with some cash. Okay, I'm not sitting with crazy leverage, but I'm building my bigger positions over here as we speak on Solana. So Sol, again, I'm accumulating. Let's go out over here. Sol had a strong push. I don't think that was just the high pump. I think the real high pump still incomes. And what we can see over here, we can see there's a nice little inverse head and shoulders in play here too. Right. And again, the next push is I think we're going to get up to the 180s to the $200 on Sol. So this is good key entries over here. Okay, a couple of areas to protect yourself. You should take a Fibonacci from this bottom move over here, which is on the 27th on the Friday to the top. And you'll see that good stop loss zones around the 141. Okay, because there's a bunch of trends here, important trends. Okay, if we start to lose those trends, nice stops over there just to protect in case market wants to melt up. But full bull mode and what I'm entering in. The next one is ETH. ETH for me also has a lot of support in these areas over here. We have all of these major trends here. Lots of support here, and therefore for me, ETH zones, I actually don't see ETH going much lower than what it has, okay? But your first big zones are here, and I can drag all the way down to these areas over here, which you could see is in the matter of 1% to 1.5%. But a lot of support on ETH here. ETH is another token I think is getting ready for a $3,000 pump. Then a few others to pay attention to is XRP. XRP looks really good. It broke out strong yesterday, coming down into support. Here are your support zones and good buy zones for XRP. Again, your stop losses, you take the trends here, okay, the closing candles and stop losses under these zones over here for protection. Okay, but that's looking strong. Another coin just to keep an eye on. I don't think it's in the best buy zones right now. It might actually be if you put a tight stop loss. Here's a support buy over here and a stop loss below this wick over here, okay, is Algorand. Algorand's going against the rest of the market, so keep eyes on it. One of the strong tokens as we speak. And another two tokens to pay attention to accumulating, okay, is Dogecoin and 𝗬𝗎. Two nice coins gonna come into hot zones over here to accumulate some more of them over there. Guys, quick shout out to 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗄. Remember, I'm giving away my indicator. Let's go see what the indicator is calling. The indicator called a beautiful long yesterday, well, 2-3 days ago on Sol, and actually called the short yesterday. Beautiful short over there at the top, which is good over here. But you could see it's coming into a green box now, and you can also see the RSI is getting at the bottom. So the indicator is also saying there's a bunch of support on Sol over here, okay, and it's getting ready for a pop. So keep eyes on Sol, right? It's definitely showing strength. It's even showing longs coming up on Bitcoin. ETH is loading, and AVAX is loading over there too. So the longs are starting to trigger now, and they're starting to get ready to flash to say get ready. Remember, I am going to give away, again, I ain't going to give away a lot of these things, right? But I'll give away 2 this week, and I'll give away on Friday for anyone that is using a BTCC or a 𝗬𝗡𝗄 link. Here are your deals, guys. If you sign up with the BTCC account, you go here below in the description, you will find BTCC over here. You sign up, you register, you deposit. Here are your bonuses. You get a 10% bonus over here as well, and you get 40% lower trading fees. Right, really good if you are a trader that is trading often, and obviously it's a nice bonus over here that you can add on top of your trades, and maybe even go a little bit DJ with it too, right? Then what we have is 𝗬𝗡𝗄 as well. 𝗬𝗡𝗄 has a bunch of little coupons. By signing up, you get anywhere between $10 to $100. If you go and you start trading any leverage, okay, you could see there to transfer, you get $20. Okay, bigger transfers. If you transfer 500, you get $80. If you transfer 1,000, you get $100. If you transfer 2,000, you get 200 USDT, right? And as well as if you are actually trading yourself as well. If you are hitting volumes, remember, with leverage, you're trading with way more volume than what you got. If you're hitting these volume bars, there are rewards for as you are hitting volume over here too, which is incredible. So these are great deals you only get with my link. And again, the link comes with a couple of things. It comes with your own benefits, okay, of discounts, bonuses, these type of things. But it also gets you into a tire-free sniper school, okay, that is starting over here at 21 days. The school is valued at $2,000, guys. You can pay $2K, okay, or you can get it for free. And by getting it for free, all you have to do is just sign up with an exchange link below. Okay, amazing and lots of love. I know that Bybit is bringing, I also want to chat a little bit about Bybit. Bybit are bringing stocks. I'm going to start turning into a little bit of a stock trader. Okay, only involving crypto. I like this tokenized stock, so I'm going to be bringing that too as well. I think stocks are moving, breaking all-time highs at this point. A lot of different avenues of where to make money in crypto, and I like that they're dipping toes together. So I'm going to make sure we're moving to where the money is going. Guys, have a fantastic day. Today, let's focus on the bounces, focus on the good zones. Again, if you want to be conservative, put a trend line in, but let's get ready and let's load up those bags. Have a fantastic day. Record show from Sheldon, under 10 minutes. Love you lots. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.